Hey gamers, what's up? Welcome to Gamer Life. On today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorite games, Age of Empires 3. Now, as of recording, there has been a successful Kickstarter for the re-implementation of this game called Glenn Dover's Age of Discovery. Now, I have the older edition, so the components will be slightly different. The board will not look the same, but in essence, it's the same game. Now, the game takes about 2 hours to play and plays between 2 to 6 players. So let's take a look and I'll tell you what I think. So here's the main game board for Age of Empires 3. As you can tell, the board is fairly large. Let me pan down a little bit so I can see the whole board. And the game is played over 8 turns. That's what this here is for. After turn 3, turn 6, and turn 8, there will be a scoring round. Obviously, the person with the most points wins. Up here you can see we have more figures here. A bunch of plastic that comes in this game. All the different figures. Good quality plastic coins. The trade goods are here. The capital buildings, age 1, 2, and 3. As well as these merchant ships here. The overall quality of the game is very good. The only problem I have with this board is the scoring track here is pretty bad. Let me see if I can zoom in so you can see it. As you can see there, it's very small, and if you have more than 2 people trying to fight for a space, it doesn't really work too good. But I believe they fixed this inside the newer edition. Age of Empires 3 is a worker placement game in which you will be placing your workers on the various spots on the board here, and then you will then be gaining victory points by controlling certain areas of the new world. So let me go over each spot in which you can place your workers at and the different types of workers that there are. Let's see if I can zoom in here for you so you can get a better look at this board. So up there we have the initiative track, the turn order, and the initiative track. Right here is the colonist dock. You will be placing your colonists in these spots here to eventually send them over into the new world. Now, to start off with, the new world itself is closed except for the Caribbean. So the only spot you'll be populating first is the Caribbean. You will then, once players start sending out their workers on discovery, you will then open up other parts of the game board. So continue back over here. So after the colonist deck is the trade goods. There will be 4 trade goods available. Here are the types of trade goods. This is one type. This is fur. That number there means there are 4 fur trade goods in the game. At the start of the round, you will generate money. Any set of 3 will get you $1. A set of 3 will get you $3, and if you have 4 of a kind, it will get you $6. Now over here is the merchant ship. Take a look at these. The merchant ship, when creating sets for your trade goods, they can be used as a wild, so you can get more money, but you can only use 1 merchant ship per set. Below that is the capital buildings. There's going to be different capital buildings in each age. You have age 1 capital buildings, age 2, and age 3. They get better as you go on, but they get more expensive. Age 1 costs $10, age 2 costs $14, age 3 costs $20. So when you place your workers here, you're placing them to buy whichever, you place them in line so you can buy whichever one you want. Now the discovery right here, this is the only spot on the board that's unlimited. You can place unlimited guys here and they can stay there until you're ready to send them out into a discovery. So let's take a quick look at what a discovery is. These here are the discovery tiles laid over the board. In order for you to unlock a spot on the game board, you have to discover it first. That right there is the number of natives that's guarding that spot. If you have a power equal to 3 or greater, you will defeat them and you will get 2 gold down here and 5 victory points. Now if you have a soldier with you, you will gain, for each soldier you gain additional money. That's what this is in the middle here. So for this example, if you had 1 soldier, you gain an additional $5. And then down below that is the specialist dock. Here's where you can place your worker to get the 4 different specialty workers in the game. Now, in the expansion as well as in the new game, in the new implementation of the game, they have the builder, which I'll go over in a second. When you place in the last spot here, it says pay $5 to choose any one you want. If you place here with the builder expansion, you just get the builder. But if you want something else, you have to pay $5. Now in the expansion board, they actually have a slot for the builder. So we'll have to see how that works out once the new rules have been printed. And then below that is the warfare. Now warfare means that you have 2 options when you resolve the warfare. You can choose to fight 1 player in 1 specific spot for free, or for $10 you can fight a specific player in every spot you and them are at. That was Age of Empires 3. Now I truly enjoy this game. This is probably my favorite worker placement game because there's so much stuff going on. I love all the different plastic units, all the different ways you can try points from, the capital buildings, how each one is different, how there are different types of capital buildings, how they all help you, such as like in Age 1 you get an extra colonist per turn. Yeah, because every turn you get 5 colonists. So to get more colonists to start off the turn is very good. And other buildings will let you get specialty workers, such as extra merchants or extra soldiers. So I really like how that aspect works. I like how there is some warfare, you can fight each other. It's not the most diverse combat, but there is combat. And there is also area control, because in each area you score 6 points if you have the majority. Second gets 2 points. But if you're tied for first, you only get 2 points, and second place gets nothing. So to try to get the most in one area is very beneficial to you, and you have to have at least 3 to score that area. So it's also important. Also important to get the trade goods, because you need money in this game, because money will let you buy the capital buildings, which are really powerful, as well as to try to get a specific specialist, a specialty worker, because once all the spots are taken, you have to buy for $5. Also, money you generate at the end of the game will give you victory points also. So there is a lot of stuff to balance. It is a little daunting for new players because there are so many different specialty units that they can't remember all of them, so it does help to have a cheat sheet for them. Other than that, I truly enjoy the game. Now I know the new one will fix some of the problems I have with this board, especially the scoring track is very poor, to say the least. And but and the main game box is kind of flimsy. I talked to the guys from Eagle Gryphon. I will not be getting the Kickstarter version because I already have the base game with the expansion. So for a new player board and a new box, I don't think it's worth it to drop $60. Hey, some people might find it's worth it. I don't. I've gotten a lot of longevity from this game. I've had it since it came out 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. I can't remember. It's been a while. But I truly enjoy this game. It's one of my top 10 games of all time. I truly recommend you checking it out when it comes out. So that wraps up my review of Age of Empires 3. Thanks for watching, and remember, I believe there is a game for everyone. Thank you.